everyone, Caroline here. Right, I was asked how I made this sky on this card, and if I'd do a quick demo to show how I did that, and I'll do that now. On this one I did it sort of all the greys, and this one I added a little bit of pink, and I did on this one as well. I added a little bit of pink in the sky. I think I might do that today as well, and just show you how I've done it with watercolour. I'm using the Winter Walks from Imala, chapter 34, available from Stamps by Me. Okay. So let's put that on there. So around about there. So that'd be good. Leave enough room for a sky. This is 5 inch by 7 inch, by the way. The card underneath. Makes you feel Christmassy just looking at that scene, doesn't it? Okay, one more stamp should do it. Oh, it's come out lovely, hasn't it? There we are. It's great. There we are. Okay, we'll get painting this now. Just clean my stamp. Always clean your stamps. Keeps them in good shape. And pop them back on your carrier sheet, and then they don't get lost. Okay. So first of all, I'm going to do some shading on my house and the trees before I start painting the sky. This is a Copic marker, which is the CO. So it's the lighter one. And I'm just doing some shading because obviously you don't want it flat. So it's just around the edges coming in. Like that. It just gives it that sense that it's puff, you know, it's not come down flat, it's puffed up a little bit. And you see, makes such a difference, doesn't it? And then I'm going to get the darker one, which is the C2. I do like the Copic markers, they're very good. I'm just going to shade under the trees and along the edges. And around the chimney, where it's giving a little bit of shade. And then underneath the snow, on the cottage there, I mean, you can colour these in if you want it fully coloured. I just want this in a bit of a monochrome look to it. Because on this one, when people said, oh, I like it in black and white, but it isn't fully black and white. If you can see, I've coloured all the little fairy lights and the lantern. So it just gives it that little bit of a lift. Sometimes you don't see that on the when it gets posted on the groups and pictures. You can't always see that up close. Shadow on the windows and down the house. I think this is an inn here because it has a lantern outside as well, so it's like an inn. It's some gorgeous village look to it, isn't it? And just around here where these little footprints are and where people have trodden up the path here. And you see what a difference that has made from a flat picture now to a little bit more 3D. That's the lighter one. A little bit round the lights. Just to bring those out a little bit. Hard to see them in there, but they're there. Okay, now for the sky, I use Elements Graphite. I got this from Lavinia. I'm not sure if you can get Elements anywhere else, but that's where I got this one. So, I'm going to put that on the glass mat. Don't put it too much on there, but never mind. And then spray with some water. My brush. I'm just going across there. To do all the sky. This is watercolour paper that I'm working on, by the way. And then once you've got that base colour down, you go a little bit darker. It's a little bit darker around the trees. Like that. Just give it a bit of a moody look to it. Bit of fluff on my brush. And don't forget, it's very forgiving when you're doing watercolour, because all you've got to do is get a bit of water and thin it out if you have to. Let me see. a little bit darker. When you watercolouring, you will find that no two cards look the same. You can never ever achieve exactly the same look. And I'm just going to go a little bit darker again. You know, it's good to just have a play. Can you see how this is highlighting the tree out there? And don't forget, it does dry lighter. And I'm just going to get a bit of water now and just lighten just some areas of, so it's a few clouds in the sky. So just clear water like that. You see, it gives the effect of clouds. Just going to put a little bit of pink on and see what we do with that. Just a little bit of pink into the sky there. Just a little bit of a pink haze around those clouds. This is Quiche Flamingo. Stress Oxide Quiche Flamingo. So you don't need a lot, just a little bit of a hint of pink up there, just a little bit. Because when you look at a snowy sky, it has a bit of a grey pink look to it, doesn't it? So can you see that? It's made a very moody sky, and like I said, it does dry lighter, so don't feel worried by it. And like I said, just a piece of card. Okay. Just wipe that off now. I use microfiber cloths for cleaning my stamps. Now, for these little lights, I'm using my Pentel gel pens. I got these off Create and Craft, and as I've mentioned, if you've not watched my other videos, you can paint with them. You can pop it on your card and draw with it, and then add some water and it thins it out. So just grabbing what I've got here. But it's also got glitter in it, so, which is good. Don't know why I've had one that was like a copper colour. Got it. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? And then you can just see them in the background here, because they're all along there. This is a purple. Beautiful fairy lights all through the village. A gold. is like an aqua. It's beautiful, that. And a green. It's only when you look closer you can see just where those fairy lights are. Brilliant. I want to put some gold in that lantern as well, before I forget. You see, when I mentioned about adding a bit of water to it, like you can have a bit of a glow on the property, on the house behind, and just have that as a glow there. See how it's watered down? Can you see that? Saw one then and I missed it. There we are. I think we've got them all now. And do you know what? I'm going to do a little bit of a glow of yellow in there as well. Just a little bit. Use my brush. Because it does dry with that lovely glittery colour to it. I have a little bit in the window here as well. So you see, it doesn't have to be all monochrome. Just by adding that little bit, you know, it sort of lifts it out, doesn't it? And inviting to be in there. That looks nice and warm and cosy in there. There we are. And what I want to do is just add some of the Funky Fossil Starlight. I mean, I haven't got the black, the background. I'll just get some of that. If we do a matte layer on there. And this, that's a 5 by 7. So 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. Will fit on there, lovely, won't it? So let's glue that on. If you can, and you do this, leave it overnight to dry, just to flatten it, to get rid of a little, just that little bit of warping with adding so much water. Or when you glue it down like this, pop it under something heavy, like a book or something. Just pop it on some white paper, and you know, leave it pressed overnight, and you won't have any warping then at all before you pop it on your card. Okay, just going to add some of the Stella paste now, and that's going to go on the trees. Anywhere there's snow, from Funky Fossil, this. I'm not sure she's got back in stock yet, but if you sign up to the newsletter with Funky Fossil, you get to know everything that's back in stock and what's on offer. And of course, Sarah does at Funky Fossil does a Why Not Wednesday on her YouTube. You know, feel free to subscribe to that. and whenever she brings out anything new, it's always a fun Wednesday when she's on there. We all have a giggle. It's lovely. It's nice having all those crafters, you know, getting together and having a chat. We do have a giggle. Be sure to put your brush in water after, and then it doesn't go hard. Can you see that? So that's nice and glittery now. Can you see that? It's a dull day today out there. From Stamps by Me, they do this, it's called media glitter. It's colourless, chunky glitter, and you can actually colour it yourself. You know, add some colour and let it dry, and you can have it to sort of any colour you want. And you see, but that has a look of snow for me, so I just want a little bit of that on there, just a little bit. Yeah, it's marvellous stuff, and yeah, you can colour it yourself, so you can make yourself any colour glitter. And I have a little bit of my own Diamante Sparkle, which is from Chloe's, and just a sprinkling. I don't want too much on because the Starlight paste is glittery as it is, so I don't want a lot on. I put too much on my other one. I think I went a bit glitter mad on it. So that's nice. Can you see the one I did? I think I just threw it on. That's a little bit more subtle, isn't it? There's a big lump on there. I don't know where that's from. Okay, and then can you see that little bit of colour? It's really brought it out, hasn't it? You can use a white gesso, or you can use your white pens, your Posca pens, or you know, just a white gel pen. I have the Thirsty Brush Confetti Ink Double Up, which, as you can see, I'm running out of. So I've added a bit of water, and what I'm doing now is I'm just want to get it nice and thick. Just dip in there. It all dries once you've, you know, once you put the lid back on, it dries. And you get them sometimes, they're cracked like this, but it doesn't matter because it just all goes back together when you add water. But that's just added some nice thick white, and I'm just going to dot some snow about in the sky. And it just sort of sets the scene, doesn't it, of being a really snowy sky, winter sky. Snow's coming down. Just add little drops of snow. Then, of course, you can add your sentiment wherever you want it. But there we have it. and that'll go on your card. Not done my base card, not got my base card out, but yes, that can go on your card. And that makes a lovely Christmas card, doesn't it? Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and I hope it's been helpful about the painting the sky. Like I say, everyone, that's the beauty of it, everyone comes out different. So, you know, it's lovely to just have a play. If you've enjoyed it, do give us a thumbs up and leave us a message. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.